Hey guys, I hope y'all are doing well today. I just wanted to shoot out a quick video to you. Most of you, if you've seen your scheduling email, and if you got a chance to read it, know that I was going to send out an email about swapping and the process of all that. So I'm going to try to make this very quick for you guys. I know everybody's busy. I don't want to take up too much of your time. But I just wanted to talk with you about the importance of swapping. So some of you guys are new volunteers, some of you have been here forever. Swapping is still kind of a relatively new thing that we do in ECM as far as scheduling. So just want to keep reminding you guys about it, keep bringing it up and putting it kind of in front of everybody so we remember to do this. So basically what we ask, just as a quick reminder, is that when we schedule you guys on our ECM schedule for whatever class that you serve in, we schedule in some different ways. Typically people work 2 Sundays a month for one service. Some people work 1 Sunday a month, both services. Some people can only serve once a month. So the schedules kind of vary, but we try to keep it the same from month to month. So if you serve the first and third Sunday, we try to keep it that way every month. January, February, March, April, you always work the first and third. That way it just keeps it very easy to remember when you serve. We still use Planning Center Online or PCO to remind you, just like the email you got today that says you've been placed on the schedule for such and such date. Also the Saturday email reminders or text. If you are not receiving text reminders and you would like to be, please let me know. I can fix that for you. Because for some people that's easier, or maybe you don't get to check your email, or maybe you just know if you text me I'll see it, and so we can switch that for you. You just have to let me know to do that. So but that's kind of how we schedule. Most of you are very familiar with that. And then what we ask, because for ECM it's so important to us, the commitment that you make to us, we're so grateful for, that you're going to be there every first and third or every fourth or every whatever your schedule might be. That commitment is so valuable to us. And we really we don't have a ton of volunteers in ECM. We have a lot, but we have a lot of space to cover, so we're actually in need of more volunteers. So if you know anybody that you could bring along with you or that you think might want to serve with you, please ask them. They can come shadow you, they can come check out the classroom with you one day, but we do need more teachers. We have a few spots that we really want to fill, but because we don't have just this plethora of volunteers for ECM, it's really, really important that you are here on the days that you commit to being here. With that said, I know that stuff happens. I know that if you work every first Sunday, there's going to come a point where something comes up on that first Sunday and you won't be able to be here, because that's just life, right? Or you get sick, or your kids get sick, or whatever it might look like. There's just going to be times when you can't be here. So what we ask is that you swap with someone. And so what we've done, basically, and the reason we ask that is just because that way we know you've switched with someone or swapped with them, so you're going to take their Sunday and they're going to take your Sunday. So we still have all the spaces covered, the classrooms can be open, we have the right amount of teachers and all as well. What really is helpful for us as a team in Tree Kids and ECM specifically, when you swap, it really, really helps us, because we've got over 70 adult volunteers, tons of classrooms to fill, right? So it's so helpful when you take on that responsibility and say, I'm going to call this person and see if they can work. I'll just switch with them. That way I'm not having to do it for 70 people. It's just a massive, massive help. So I really appreciate you guys swapping. Some of you are just doing fantastic with us already, so thank you for that. But it is newer, so I just want to keep reminding you guys, keep letting you know. And let me break down the process for you, how you can do this, right? Like, okay, you say to swap, but how do I even do that, right? So in every classroom, there is a folder. I'm going to grab one really quick so you can see it. These folders are going to be in your bins. They look like this. Some of them are different colors. They're not all orange, but it'll say, and I apologize because I know all this is backwards, just the mirror thing, but room for swapping sheets and contact info. So inside of these folders, you are going to see papers that look like this. And there's one for every team in every classroom. So in the infants room, there is a swapping sheet for every classroom, every team. So infants, 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s, and 5s, they're all in every folder. So you could stop by any classroom you want and find your swapping sheet, right? So basically what this has is it has the names, first and last name, phone numbers, email addresses, and then over here in this bigger section is when that person normally works. So Michelle Casada is right here, her phone number, her email, first and third Sundays, second service, and then she serves one Wednesday a month. So that's all on there. So if you normally work, the second Sunday and you need someone to swap with, you could just text Michelle and say, hey Michelle, I'm going to be out of town on the second Sunday. Could I take your first Sunday and you take my second? That's kind of the idea. That's kind of how that works. So everybody, when they serve is listed here. I don't mind if you switch between first and second services. If you normally work first, but there's nobody who can swap with you, but somebody from second can, feel free to do that. I don't even mind if you swap from other teams. Maybe they're not normally a twos person. Maybe they normally serve in the fours, but they're available to swap with you. That's also fine with me, as long as it's okay with you guys. I'm good with that. All the lessons are the same in every classroom, so that makes it pretty easy to do that. So you'll find these in the classrooms if you just prefer a paper version to get that contact information. And you can even go into the classrooms and take pictures of these if you want. If that's just going to be the easiest way for you, please do that. Whatever works for you. We also keep all of this information on Planning Center online so that you can access it from anywhere you are, because you might find out you need to swap and you're not at church, and so you don't have access to this. So on your phone, you can access Planning Center from your computer or your phone. I'm sorry I'm talking fast. I'm just trying to be quick here. I'm going to pull this up and show you what the app looks like. And you can see here it looks like a little clipboard right there. So you would click on that. Oh, well, there we go. It's going to pull up Planning Services Online, right? So what you're going to see here, mine might look a little bit different because I'm an admin on here, so I can make changes. I'm trying to go to the front here so I can show you. You'll see Tree of Life Church, and then there's a bunch of different folders. And I think the way that it's set up is you can go into any different ministry and you can see who's scheduled. I think there's a little gnat flying around here. I think you can see that. You just can't, really do anything with it. I might be wrong. You might not be able to view it unless you're on the schedule. But either way, you're going to see these folders, and you want to hit Tree Kids, because we're Tree Kids. And then even within Tree Kids, we have more folders for all the different groups. And of course, we're ECM. So you'll click on ECM, and it gives you the option for Sunday morning or Wednesday night. The swapping sheets are on either one of those. I think that you have to be scheduled to see it. So if you're not scheduled on a Wednesday night, just go ahead and click Sunday morning. And what it's going to do is list all the dates for you that have already been scheduled out. So I've got all the dates through July on here already. I don't have anybody scheduled on 5th Sunday yet, but the plan is up there, so you can still access it. So we're going to go to June 25th because that's this coming Sunday. So when you get into the actual day, I'm going to hold this really close. Hopefully we can kind of make it work. I know, again, I think it's backwards, but you're going to see order of service. You're going to see that on order of service, we don't really have anything on there. Eventually, I think we could put our orders of service, and that would be great, so you can, see it. And then there's teams, and so those are going to be all the people that are scheduled. Times and notes, we don't really have anything in, but this very last one is called Files, and that's where you want to go to find the swapping sheets. So you'll hit Files, and there are different teams right there. So it says ECM 1's team, ECM 2's team. So that's pretty basic there. So if you click on the 1's team, it's going to pull up, oh, sorry, it's kind of funky there, but it's going to pull up that list for you so you can actually turn it, if you want to see it a little bit bigger. And this matches exactly these paper sheets. They're exactly the same thing. What I think is so cool about technology and the way that this works is when their phone numbers are here, you can actually just click on the number and it will call the person. So that's really awesome. So that's how you access the swapping sheets on here. So we've really tried to make it so that you can access the swapping sheets from anywhere at any time because last minute stuff comes up. So, but just again, thank you guys for swapping. Thank you for your commitment to ECM. Thank you for even serving with us. You're such a blessing. None of this could happen without you, so I'm so thankful for you guys. You are the ones in the classrooms. You are teaching these kids. You are planting seeds in them that are going to really change the course of their life. You're giving them the opportunity to know Jesus from infancy, literally, and you're helping to set the trajectory of their life for success, for a relationship with Jesus Christ. And what you're doing is so massive and so important. So thank you guys for your commitment, and thank you for being willing to do things like swapping, because it really, really helps us to make sure that there's always somebody in the classroom. We don't want to close a classroom because we want all the kids to learn about Jesus, but there's rules, there's policies and things like that, so we have to have 2 adults in every room to open it. These are just the rules, right? So we thank you for serving and giving of your time. Thank you for asking your friends to serve with you. Thank you for recruiting. What you guys do is it's beyond anything I could even say. So thank you so much for that. So just remember to swap if you know you're not going to be there. And honestly, even if you're not feeling well or you're sick, up to like Saturday night around 9 or 10 o'clock, if you could try to swap, that would be awesome. If it's any later than that, go ahead and just let me know. Or if it's Sunday morning, let me know. Unless you've built relationships with the other people on the team, and I can just text Danica and maybe she'll swap with me because I'm not feeling well this morning. That's great too, but if it's very, very last minute, let me know. But otherwise, if you guys could swap, that's a huge blessing to us. And then after you swap, let your captains know. On these sheets, the people at the top with the little stars next to their names, those are your captains. So feel free to shoot them a message and just let them know, hey, I swapped with so-and-so. She'll be there for me. I'll be there for her, whatever. So they can kind of let me know and we can keep it all on track. So I'm sorry I went longer than I wanted to, but thank you guys for taking the time to watch this video. Y'all are amazing, and hopefully we'll see you tomorrow night at the water baptism, and then the following Wednesday is our big family Fam Blitz night. It's going to be amazing, so you don't want to miss it. So we'll see you guys soon.